there. It's been kind of crazy these days with everybody being shut in and with COVID. We are quite worried for everyone that's out there, including the healthcare professionals. I hope that you guys are staying safe. One thing that I observed these days, being shut in and all, is that we've been eating a lot. Is that true?
Yes. Lots of eating, along with eating lots of chores. Yep.
Who knew how much dishes we go through?
Kim, do you have like a favorite chore, a chore that you just like, you would just do over and over again?
Over and over again. You know, actually, it's funny because I do enjoy dishes. If somebody will cook, I will do dishes. What about you, Todoe?
I really like cleaning the bathroom, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because you get a lot of satisfaction. I especially like cleaning the mirror.
That's funny because I should make you clean the bathroom every week.
So one thing we have been doing is a lot of dishes. And it was funny because one time I was doing dishes and I had this yellow couch moment where I just realized, like, man, here's God showing up in the dishes. Well, not literally, but here's what happened. Me and I were doing the dishes, and then I started, as always, I always do this, where I see the dishes and my mind is like, dishes, right now. I soak them up, and as the suds are going and I'm ready to rinse, then I look at the dish rack and yeah, it's exploding with dishes that need to be put away. Every time this happens, I literally think I did not count the cost.
Moment of tragedy.
Yeah, it's tragic because then you're like, okay, what am I gonna do? I have to rinse my hands and then dry them and put away the dishes and then come back and do it. Each time that happens, I'm reminded of Luke 14 when Jesus is talking to the crowds and he's telling them, no builder starts to build without counting the cost to see if he can complete the task. It's something silly with dishes, but there's things in which, like, I feel like we jump into that we don't necessarily count the cost. There's things like relationships that you really do need to count the cost. For example, like marriage. People like literally count the cost because it's so expensive. There's just so many more like consequences as a result of like marriage and entering a relationship like that. So it seems much more obvious to count the cost there versus something as small as dishes.
Don't forget when you get married.
I know. Probably
Situation like, shoot.
At least I'll still have a roommate.
Yeah. We'll always make you in.
Yeah. Like with relationships, it's something that you definitely need to count the cost for. And it's no different with our relationship with God.
And you know, it's like we never know the full cost. I don't think that's like exactly what we're saying, that you have to know every single cost as it is in like marriage relationships as well. But there needs to be a consideration.
There needs to be a pause.
Yeah.
You need to literally hit the button and say, okay, what am I doing? What does this mean?
Well, what are some personal costs that you have paid to follow Jesus, Todoe?
For me personally, there's been different things. It's ranged from like having to give up my career plans. I started out in this world thinking I'd be a doctor.
As is like 3/4 of undergrad population.
Yeah, most people.
Out.
It's ranged from things like that to just even how I manage my time, like being able to make room for God in my daily schedule. Maybe not sleeping till noon and getting up like at 7 to do devotions and have time with God. The costs range, but there are definitely changes in my life that have happened because of the decision to have a relationship with God. Maybe can you think about some examples like in friendship relationships of costs that people pay?
Friendships. Well, I think that one thing is time, because every relationship takes time. There needs to be like work in the relationship, in that we need to show affection or show appreciation or make efforts to connect with them. That's like the thing, like it's costly.
Yeah.
Expression of love is costly.
Yeah. But then would you say that because it's costly to be in a friendship relationship, then it's not worth getting into?
Not at all. I mean, you know, I'm an introvert, but I think that my life would be so much sadder without friends.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we were just talking about how friendships can be costly, but I don't think I would ever regret my friendships, because there's so much more that comes with it. I mean, it's hard to explain it. I think that we are made for relationships.
Yeah, I agree.
There might not be physical or like substantial or financial like benefits per se that comes with it. But not to say there might not be, but to say there are other needs that relationships can give, and I think that makes friendships very essential in people's lives.
And I think the same is with our relationship with God. It may be costly, but in a way, that's kind of what makes it precious. There's a lot to give up, but there's also a lot that then you make space for God to come in and be able to fill in those needs. There's a way in which our relationship with Him is able to satisfy something that is really core to us as human beings. And even though there's a price to pay, it's totally worth it. It's the best decision that we ever made.
Best.
But then at the same time, it's not something you just like do. Like, you need to consider the cost, just like with washing dishes.
And I think that I don't really miss the costs that I've paid. That's like the crazy thing, because of what I have gained from the relationship with God is so much greater than what I've paid, that I don't miss it all that much. Yeah.
That's all we had this week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll hope to see you again next time. Anything else you wanted to say?
Subscribe?
Yes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends and whoever you think needs to hear the message about washing dishes and relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you next time.